Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Braintree Town Council meeting for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Could everyone please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And can you please remain standing? And I'd like to ask for a moment of silence tonight, if we could remember Lee Dingy, who was the first president of the town council. If we could think of his wife Linda and his family and have a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please be seated. If we could have the roll call, please.
Councilor Barrica? Here. Councilor Flaherty? Here. Councilor Hume? Here. Councilor Maglio? Here. Councilor Moran?
Here.
Councilor Quilty? Here. Councilor Reynolds?
Here.
Councilor Ringus?
Here.
Councilor Ryan?
Here. Thank you. Our first item on the agenda is announcements. Does anyone have any announcements? Councilor Barrica?
Yep, I just remind people that this coming weekend, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. will be the Thanksgiving Farmers Market held right here in Cahill Auditorium and outdoors if the weather cooperates. This is the final Farmers Market of the season. Don't miss out. And then the next day is the Gardeners Guild Annual Holiday Boutique, also here at Town Hall. So hope you can make it out as the holiday season kicks off. Thank you.
You're welcome. Councilor Reynolds?
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to remind folks, we're trying to spread the word that this December 2nd, Wednesday evening, the Braintree Catholic Collaborative, it's a follow-up to a previous announcement, Braintree Catholic Collaborative community meals will be held at the St. Francis of Assisi Church Hall in the basement. That is open to families and individuals. It's a free meal. And that starts at 5:30 on December 2nd, Wednesday evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other announcements from the council? Okay, well, tonight oh, sure, Councilor Maglio.
Just a reminder that the East Braintree Community Action Coalition is having our annual meeting this Thursday night at 6:30 at the Braintree Yacht Club on Gordon Road next to Watson Park. We're going to do a bit of a year in review, and we want everyone to come. Everyone's welcome to talk about some of the things that we can look at and work on for next year.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other announcements? Okay, tonight we're very fortunate to have an update on the Marge Christmas Center, and we have Ann Tolan is here. Ann, come on up.
What I wanted to give that's the update for
And pull that microphone right down so you can talk right into that, Ann, so everybody can
okay.
hear.
What I'm handing out right now is the update. We're part of Greater Boston Food Bank, so the last of every year we have to do a status report of what transpired for the year. And I like to give it out like any place I go to speak because it kind of gives an idea of what we do in total for the year. And it's a requirement of Greater Boston that we monthly, that we have to weigh the food coming in and weigh, everything goes by weight with Greater Boston. And every other week we go into Boston. And as part of the Greater Boston Food Bank, we are allotted 1,500 to 2,500 pounds of food each time we go in. So that's twice a month, usually. And there's a grocery list comes out a few days before my appointment, and you go in and you can put on hold what items they have, and they go from dairy to meats to produce, the non-perishable items, and if there's paper goods available. Some of the items we do purchase. Hamburg, we always do the purchase, but it's much less than if we were going to the stores to get it. And when there is a surplus of anything, we get a call to come in because we are part of, it's called the Hunger Network, and it's food pantries around the greater Boston area, and we have meetings usually once or twice a month, and just to share ideas and what's happening, and everybody is increasing the number of people right now with the cost of everything. And if any of the pantries have surplus of anything, we share it with each other. So it's been a great asset to us to kind of be able to share ideas, problems with what is going on, But since the COVID, we had a lot of increase in the number of people. But the last couple of months, everything has spiraled. It's just, last year we did 200 families for Thanksgiving, a little less than that. But this year, we're already up to 241 families that are going to get turkey. They're going to get all the fixins. Those will be distributed this coming Monday over on Pond Street. It's going to be a little bit different this year. We're going to do it all in one day instead of coming back, having to bring everything back over to Lincoln Street and bring it back Tuesday morning. So we're doing 9 to 1 and 4 to 7 on Monday, the 24th. I have a schedule of the holiday programs, and I'll leave it with Sue if anybody's interested in coming over, just to take a look, or especially the Christmas distribution, just to see the people and the toys and the amount of stuff that comes in for everybody. So I do have a schedule, and as I say, I will leave a copy with Sue, and it has all the dates for setting up the town-wide toy party. This year is going to be at Leo's, the new place. They have offered to sponsor it, and it is going to be on December 10th. I believe that's a Wednesday night. I have schedules here for the holidays, and I will make sure everybody gets them. The 24th, as I say, for distributing the turkeys will be 9 to 1 and 4 to 7. And then Christmas, the toy party's on the 10th, and we start setting up on the 14th, 15th, and then on the 16th of December, we start distribution, and it goes the 16th, 17th, and 18th, and I don't expect anybody to remember it, but if anybody wants these, that's the schedule. The toy party is always a great event, and as I say, this year is the first year Leo's is open, and we're going to have the party over there. And as I say, I believe it starts like at 6 o'clock or something. Did it say 6? 6, okay. And it's always a great event. But I just wanted to give everybody a general update about the center. It's such a difficult year, and you hear such a lot of negativity right now, but there's so much positive going on, and I see it. I'm really very blessed to see such generosity between the town government. The food that's out in the hallway is coming over. They've been doing food collections here. All of the businesses that help us out. Even today, I got a call from the post office. They're collecting toys. The postal workers always do a big monetary collection for us in memory of a postal worker that worked in Braintree for many years. But there's just so many good stories of people that we helped over the years. They come back and help us when they're on their feet. And that just amazes me. I had a woman come in the other day, and I do remember, I was probably 6 or 7 years ago, she had a problem, a very serious problem, and we helped her out. She had 4 kids, and she is very successful now and gave us a very generous check. I couldn't believe it was her, that, you know, after all these years to see her coming in. And we've also had other families that had help, and they come back and help us, which is tremendous. It really is. It's nice to see the generosity and the compassion that is in Braintree. And as I say, I'm in this Hunger Network, and we share a lot of our stories, but a lot of them will say nothing's better than Braintree as far as generosity with the companies. Voya Financial come in with 20 turkeys today. You know, it's just, it runs the gamut. There's a group in Braintree. They formed an organization during COVID, and it's called Kindness During Chaos. Is that cute? 12 20-pound turkeys they come in with today. But and they do occasional food collections for us, and the schools, the students at South raised money, I don't know how, but they came in with a check for $604, and those were the kids in the middle school over at South. And just to see, as I say, people of all ages trying to help us is just tremendous. It's absolutely tremendous. The class of 1975, woman was in today, they had their 50th anniversary, and they doubled up the cost of the tickets for this event. They came in with $2,400 this morning from the class of 1975. So there's so much good out there, and nobody hears it, you know. But I am just very blessed to be here in Braintree and able to see the generosity of people and to be able to turn around and help a lot of people. We get a lot of references through the school department. They know these families, and they know who needs assistance, and we don't question anything with the schools. They send the parents right over, or sometimes it'll be the teachers that'll come for the food and deliver it to the families. So we do have a delivery system. We started it during COVID when we were on the mayor's Community Action Committee, and we still do 41 deliveries every other Thursday. We call these clients, we have a grocery list, you know, do you need eggs, do you need milk, do you need whatever, soup, and we make up the grocery list. Volunteers come in and fill those grocery lists. They staple the list onto the bags. Bags are in, right now they're in clothes baskets, which isn't too sturdy, but we have volunteers that come in every other Thursday, and they have a certain route to do, and all of the orders get delivered. They get meat products, they get dairy, and then they get all the non-perishables, they get paper goods and everything. And that's another great part of the program is to be able to take care of the elders and whatever their needs are. So, and then the food pantry is open Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays right now. And as I say, the volume has gone up. We've really, really increased the amount of people But I just want to just let people know that the generosity in Braintree is truly amazing. And we were able to put together this order for them for Thanksgiving. And I don't know if everybody's aware of the Joshua K. Foundation. We do a lot of work with Melissa K. And they did 2,000 baking bags, and they did them last year too. 5 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of sugar, brown sugar, all these cinnamon and chocolate chips, and the bag weighs 32 pounds. That's how big these shopping bags are. And the chocolate chips and the cinnamon and everything's in them. And not only do they give them the bags, but in the bag is a beautiful card written, 2 cards with recipes for cookies for whatever ingredients are in those bags. So it's always a big thing. And Melissa does it to a lot of the food pantries. She did 2,000 of them. We're getting 250, so 250 of the bags. And we've been great partners with Melissa Kay. She does a lot of good work. Yeah. So I don't want to take up all your time here.
You can take all the time that you like, yeah.
There was a former counselor that used to go like this.
Uh-oh.
Won't say who.
Uh-oh.
And that was my hint to sit down. But anyway, if anybody's got any questions or anything.
Councilor Quilty?
I have something prepared that I'd like to read. Over the last couple of years, it's really been an opportunity and a pleasure for me to visit with Ann Toland at the Marge Crispin Center a few times. The Marge Crispin Center has been in existence since the 1970s, and it is located at 46 Lincoln Street in Braintree. The food pantry is open to all Braintree residents for food pickup Tuesday through Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There has always been a really good selection of food there. Ann and her staff make sure that children have backpacks and supplies when they're going back to school, and that families are taken care of during the holidays. At this time, the Marge Crispin Center is preparing to give Thanksgiving baskets to needy families, as food insecurity is on the rise at this time. I know that the need of the basket number has risen from, is it 230 to 260? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year it was 201.
Oh, so yeah.
So it's
like
increased
25%.
tremendously.
Yeah. So each basket costs about $100 to put together. Each basket includes everything for Thanksgiving dinner, from rolls, stuffing, vegetables, gravy, pasta, mac and cheese, apple juice, cranberry sauce, and also I think you could also get a large turkey pie. And if it's possible to contribute, please do so. The checks can be mailed directly to the Marge Crispin Center, and write Thanksgiving on the memo. There is also a link. Where is the link? Well, I guess write a check, that might be easier.
That's not my thing. Not my thing.
As always, Ann and her staff and her volunteers serve their clients with kindness and respect. And on a couple of occasions, Ann has quoted Marge Crispin by saying, an organization like this is only as good as the volunteers, staff, supporters, businesses, and the town of Braintree. And Ann always notes how generous the people of Braintree really are very generous. In my humble opinion, there really is nothing more important than feeding someone who is hungry. So thank you to Ann and her staff.
Nobody should be hungry in
I
this
agree.
country.
So thank you to Ann for all that you have done for this town.
You stole my closing statement.
Sorry.
But Marge always said that an organization like ours is only as strong as the staff, the volunteers, and the supporters, and the town government. We work closely with all the different departments, and everybody is there to help. And these food collections, the past couple of weeks, The first week was cereal. I got 407 boxes of cereal. All kinds, all different kinds. But that was the town hall's collection of cereal, was 407 boxes. And this past week, we're getting the cranberry sauce and the stuffing mix, so we're going to be able to up in the Thanksgiving baskets. We'll put an additional thing of cranberry and additional stuffing mix. They'll get a couple of boxes of stuffing mix too. But we've got all of the items ordered now, and they're going to be delivered tomorrow. And tomorrow, when I go to Greater Boston, tomorrow's my day for Greater Boston Food Bank. It's every other Wednesday. I'm picking up 96 turkeys that they're giving us, the 96 turkeys, and they're 20-pounders. So I have a gentleman coming with a refrigerator truck, and you really should know, because we're not distributing until Monday, that Shaw's is keeping them in their refrigerator trucks for us until Monday morning, when the highway department goes over and collects my 96 turkeys. And then Fire King is storing about 100 right now. They're going to get them tomorrow too, of ones that we've purchased. But that's like another thing. These companies are so good to us. You know, we couldn't operate it if it wasn't a community partnership. Really, it's wonderful. But I thank you for your kind comments too.
Thank you.
But thank you again, and I did leave a schedule of the holiday in addition to the status report. So it's always fun. A lot of times the councils will come in and see all the toys before we open up, or during the day, you can always come in. It's just to see the reaction of families as they go with a volunteer, and they go up and down the aisles and they do their picking out of the gifts. It's like the only time, one woman says, it's the only time I really shop, you know, for the kids, because it's all free, you know. So we are going to get a large donation of winter jackets for children. They're coming in this week, so we'll have them for the Christmas distribution in addition to all the toys and gift cards. We do a lot of gift cards. But anyway, I won't hold you up any longer.
Hang on one second, Ann. I'm sure some people want to ask some questions or
Okay.
make some comments.
I
Is there
just
any
didn't
other?
want to take up too much of your time.
You have our full attention tonight, Ann, so you're not taking, we're very happy that you're here. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Ann? Councilor Flaherty?
Thank you. So I've had the pleasure of listening to you recount the years totals for several years running now, and I think it's so lovely that we do that right before Thanksgiving. And I know it's partly because that's a time when people are doing the giving, but Thanksgiving is, what I like about it is that it's the only time of year when we're asked to call to reflect and share what we are grateful for. And you have to, in that process, realize that you are utterly dependent on, for everything in the world that matters, on things that are well beyond your control. And so in recognition of that, we have a responsibility to help the other people who also are totally dependent on things that are beyond their control. And you are a model of doing that with grace and treating people who need that kind of help with dignity. And I think that that is just a part of who you are. And so thank you for living that conviction.
Thank you. It's been a privilege for me to do it all these years. And Marge Crispin was my mentor. I volunteered with her for many, many years, and then went on the board of directors when her and her husband passed away, and then ended up partner with Pat Conrad, and she had to leave a couple of years ago due to health. But we're still plugging along. And as I say, it's Marge Crispin's legacy, and I really feel strongly about that. But thank you very much. Thank you.
Then hang on, Ann. You're not getting away that quick. Council Barrica?
Thank you. And Ann, I just wanted to echo those sentiments and say thank you so much for all you give to Braintree every day and setting the stage for those who come behind you as well.
My time.
There's a lot of need in town, and you are filling that day in and day out, even when the holidays aren't upon us. So it means a tremendous deal. Thank you for all of your work.
I grew up here, and I'm still here. I grew up on Edgemont Road in East Braintree, got married and went to Edge Hill Road, across the avenue. That's my story, really. That's it.
Thank you.
Ian, I just want to say thank you for everything
thank you.
do. I've been here as a council for a long time, and you've been here for as long as before, I even got here, and I remember looking up to you and all the hard work that you do. And I just want to say thank you so much. My sister's having Thanksgiving at her house, and I go every year to my sister's house, and she's in Florida, and she asked me to go get a turkey and, make some mashed potatoes. I'm like, I got to go get a turkey, and I'm like, tomorrow you're going into Boston and picking up 96 turkeys. And I'm like, you give me some really good perspective, as someone that thinks they're going to just show up and eat, and that's, But it's just, I think that you're an angel, and I think of all the work you do and how, cheerful and happy you are all the time when I see you, and how much...
It does me as much good as it does other people. And a lot of times, an act of kindness towards another person, the person that gives the kindness, 9 times out of 10 gets more out of it than the person that receives it. Really, if you do it in the right manner, But I truly believe that. And as I say, to see the generosity of people, we couldn't do it without everybody that contributes. We couldn't do it, and that's what makes it work, working together. Sometimes I feel like I'm just directing traffic in, out, but
That's important stuff.
it's wonderful to see, and I really, I'm very grateful for where I am talking about Thanksgiving. I'm very grateful to be over there, and
We're grateful that you're doing what you do. So, Ian, if anybody is not going to make it to the Christmas party and be able to donate toys, if they wanted to come by the March Christmas Center, what are you looking for? What do you need for, maybe for Christmas?
we do children from infants up through seniors in high school. We try to keep it at age 17 or something. All kinds of toys. Usually we'll figure out how many 8-year-old boys and how many 4-year-old girls we have and how many teenagers. And we try to determine they can get 6 or 8 items per child, but they can get one big item, or they can get winter jackets. When they come into the teens ages, we try to give them, it has to be a parent or a guardian that shops. No kids can come in at all. But we give the teenagers an envelope with a few gift cards in it. That's why we ask for small denomination gift cards, so we can put a Walmart or a GameStop and McDonald's. And we try to average it out. Last year it was $40 for the gift cards, because they also got basketballs and footballs and all that stuff. And the girls had nail polish kits and all that stuff. And then we had a lot of clothing. And we always have a pajama drive. So that's a biggie. So every kid gets at least one pair of pajamas. So no matter what the age is, they get pajamas. So those are just a few of the items. anything, right down to stocking stuffers, because we have stockings, and they can take things for the stockings, and smaller items. So we do crayons, markers, decks of cards for them, card game, like kids' card games and things of that nature, right up to, if we do get a lot of some bikes donated, brand new bikes. There's certain organizations that do bikes. And what we do with those is they're free raffle tickets we give out for the appropriate age, because there's different size bikes. Or if there's like computer games and things, last year we gave the raffle tickets out for those, because you're not going to want to pick out one child that's going to get a bike, you know. That's not good, you know. But if the parents have the raffle tickets and they're free, and we know how many children they have, and we give them appropriate number of cards, then we pull the names before the end of the distribution, and they come and pick up. Sometimes there's like we had last year a hockey net with hockey sticks and all that stuff, and the bikes, but we had a lot of computer things too, so that we were able to raffle them off. So that's it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
Anyone else? Any questions or comments for Ann? Well, thank you, Ann, so much.
I also wanted to introduce you to Kathy Petrelli. She's a new member of our board of directors.
Kathy.
She's
She's my angel. You're absolutely an angel. I've never met anybody like her.
We all say that. So, well, thank you for coming and giving us the update, Ann.
Thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a nice holiday, a nice Thanksgiving, and can't believe we're going to roll right into Christmas too. But you all do a great job too for the town of Braintree. I admire all of you too. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Okay, so that was announcements. So one more, ask if anyone has any other announcements. Okay, hearing none. We need to approve the minutes of October 7th. Do we have a motion?
So moved, Mr. President.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? That's unanimous. Okay. Under new business, we have the 2026 Town Council meeting calendar. Everybody should have a copy of it. And I would ask if everyone could take a look at the proposed schedule for 2026. And if you have any comments, you could give them to Sue Semino. And we would probably be looking to approve some version of this calendar probably before the end of 2025. I can tell you right now that Councilor Hume and myself, we approve this right now. This calendar. So if people could get back to Sue with their comments, that would be great. And with that, we need to refer matters to the respective committees. Do we have a motion to cover all that?
So moved, Mr. President.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that is unanimous. So our next meeting is going to be Tuesday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m. And I'd like to thank B Camp for televising our meeting tonight, Bill Needham and Jerry Comic. And with that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. President.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's unanimous. We're now adjourned.